Right? Who else is on there?
Where's he from?
I didn't
It's
check
Billy.
the community. It's Billy?
I'm from England.
Yeah.
I'm from England, West Yorkshire.
What's Yorkshire? We gotta come visit you, bro.
It's a place called Wakefield. I don't know. It's miles from London. I know that. When we lived in Leeds, we lived near. I think it was called Leeds at Gatwick Airport. So, but yeah.
Billy's on Billy Broadcasting, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching your, you know, that thing you advertised. Well, you put it in community the other day. That one was about outlaw something. I watched that again today.
Oh, the outlaw loot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my better videos because it's actually stuff that people can use. You know what I mean?
I mean, I haven't actually watched the snowball one yet.
Oh, that's about the dog. Yeah, that's just a fun video, man.
Yeah.
I might be going to this car show today that I might go do my YouTube thing at, get some footage of it's an East Coast car show. I might go do that.
Ah, sounds interesting. How did your daughter's birthday go? Is it your daughter?
Oh,
What did you got?
It was my girlfriend's twin boys. They're 11 years old. It was
All
awesome,
right.
man.
I knew somebody said it was somebody's twin birthday, and I wasn't too sure if it were you or somebody else. It's like when I played with a guy called Ashi Tashi yesterday. I mean, I remember somebody telling me that his girl was, you know, like a nurse or a doctor's assistant. Anyway, it was him who said it was a nurse, but it must have been somebody else. But I was playing with a young Asian lad yesterday. Well, not playing. We were doing the game together because it always sounds.
I hate saying that too. People are like, "Oh, let's play together. You want to play with me?" No, I don't want to play with you. I mean, I will join a game with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think he said he's 15. I thought he was French, but I'm saying, you know, well, you've got a French accent, but it turns out he's Asian. Anyway, he sent me a little he sent me a message saying he's like 15. Is that okay? And I said, well, I sent him a message back saying, well, I'm 61. I said, so if you is that okay? If you object to playing the game, enjoying the game with me, I understand, because I don't come online. I'm not one of these internet perverts. I'm not interested in coming online till, and I've heard stories about people of, you know, men of close to my age coming online and playing games pretending to be teenagers. You know.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I always make a point of telling people when I'm enjoying the game with someone, I'm an old man and I'm 61. If they want to enjoy the game with me, they can do. If not, I don't mind. I don't object at all. I'm used
What do you tell them? Piss off? Ain't that what y'all tell them? Piss off?
No, I just think no. I mean, I don't speak my mind as much as I used to.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like when you're out in the street. You know, you see somebody and someone's staring at you, and sometimes you feel like saying, well, "What's the matter? Have I got shit on my face or something stupid like that?"
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
you know,
man. Hey, Billy,
you know.
What you up to, Billy?
I gotta recustomize my character.
Longer.
Hold on. What did you say, Billy? What are you working on?
I gotta recustomize my character because the game screwed it over. So give me a moment.
I mean, I
link
re-downloaded
up for a session or so. I got like an hour or so before I, get the kids out today.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I re-downloaded my Dauntless. I had a quick go of it again this morning. I was on for about 20 minutes. It's like a cheap. It's like a cheap version of Monster Hunter.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'll be in Fort Tarsus. I'll send you guys an invite if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean, you can still. I know Billy's doing stuff, and what are you up to right now?
All right, I'm all good. You can send me an invite.
I was just running around seeing if there's anybody else to talk to. I mean, there's a couple of characters that have them speech bubbles over their head. You go to them and they don't say anything.
Oh yeah. I know I've been using the new emotes and the sounds and all of that. People don't use it, so it's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you stand and look at the characters, you know, the non-player characters, they don't, observe what they're doing. Like, there's a woman talking to a sentence and she doesn't move for ages. I went every so often, I go up and I get in between them and I stand and just stare at them. Stare at the woman. And after a while, I mean, she keeps looking, they keep looking, turn their head, you know, like twitching, and then eventually they walk away.
Oh, yeah.
It's happened to a few characters.
Crazy.
Then
you know
I'll
what?
go.
Remember that one lady? She's like, is she a researcher or a scientist or a spy? And she's married to that one guy. And she always appears in the craziest places. I think she's a Scar, like in Human Disguise.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I watched
she's like
that
on the wall. She's like jumping around. She moves like a Scar moves.
Yeah. Oh, that woman who thought you were her son. Just near the.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I went the way of pretending to. I went the way to like pretending to be her son, and then finally she came out with how she remembers him dying and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hey, what GM y'all want to go on? We're gonna do Harder Rage real quick.
Well,
or Stronghold.
I'm on the same as you because you're the leader. You're
yeah,
the
I'm
one
saying, what GM do you guys want to go in on? GM
I'm fine.
1 or 2?
I'm fine with it, whatever you do.
I'm kind of down for whatever GM. It just depends on what character I use.
It's like I said to that young Asian lad. I said, if you send some friend request to like Ray or to you or to Will or I said send just friend requests because he kept asking people. I mean, finally I said I'll give you an hand to do some stuff. I said there's people on there. I said if you try a few people, I said these two or three people that I mentioned to you, I said send them a friend request. I said they will definitely help you.
Oh yeah, somebody sent me a friend request last night.
Yeah, it were. I think they call him age something, age thing. But quite a few people. I've replied. I've put a message in the community saying, you know, if anybody wants to, like, send up me or an Ashy a thing, we can a friend request. We can then link up and do in the squad. And you never seem to hear back from them. You know, people are asking for help, and then when you kind of hold out an helping hand, they pay no attention. So I've had loads of people send me a little message saying, "Well, do you mind helping with this mission and that mission?" And like I said to, like I said to a few people, I can only. Yeah, like I said to a few people, I said I can only like link up with one person, you know. I said, if you make friends with anybody, just put in the community. You need to find somebody. I like that. There was a guy who wanted to link up with a team to farm GM1 or up to GM3. So I said, send friend requests to people.
Yeah.
I said, you're bound to find somebody who'll join up with you. I mean, when I was playing with that Ashy and MC yesterday, I've re-downloaded my DC Online, DC Universe Online, because they were, when I was telling them what games I had, they said, well, have you got it, download it and we'll link up.
So Billy, you playing the game again, Billy, huh?
Hmm?
You playing the game again? I thought you stopped playing for a little bit.
Oh, only for a little bit. I wasn't gonna get him up on this game that easily.
Yeah. Good stuff, bro. So what do you guys think? Anthem best game of the year so far, or what?
I don't know.
So far, yeah, it's
very controversial. I know that.
It can get better. But
well, a lot of people are waiting for like a DLC to come out.
Yeah, but see, that's what people are messing up on because they're waiting for the DLC to come out. When it comes out, they're not going to be ready for it.
It's a fair point.
I mean, I said to a few people, I said, it'll improve gradually, I said, but if you leave, I mean, when I was taken ill, I was off for well over 2 months. So when I came back, I ended up playing around on the division for a while. And then I thought, I'll come and have a go on this again. And so I've been back on this for quite a while. But like I said, when the Star Wars comes out, I'll give that a go, and then there's Borderlands 3. I mean, when I got the Rage 2 last week, I was on it for a short while, give it a quick go, and
only one I was thinking of is Death Stranding, but I don't even know because when Death Stranding comes out, when does it come out? I forget, but I think it might conflict with this one over what they got going on in Anthem. So I wanted to do a review on that. It just depends on what's going on with Anthem when that comes out.
Right, is that an updated version of it? Because I remember that game from a bit back when it was brought out. There were like a trailer of where guys walking through the sewers and you see like a doll floating in the water, and I'm not too sure if that's one where a fat guy gives somebody a baby, hands in the baby. I get confused with the games. I know that, I mean, like I've had Star.
I mean, I'm getting, right now with my intercessor, I'm getting hits that are up in the 5-digit range from like 20,000 to 30,000.
I mean, that young Asian lad sent me a message last night asking me where you get chlorine from, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't know, because I couldn't remember. Then he said, oh, I've just googled it and it says you get it from the luminaries and whatever. Well,
where do you get what from?
Something called corium. Anyway, as far as I remember, I don't think I've ever picked up anything called corium.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a resource.
Huh?
Probably a resource.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've been in the water.
Do what?
I've never really noticed. It's. I'm saying I know it was some kind of oh, shotgun. Actual shotgun damage from over there. I know it's like some kind of crafting or whatever. Material books. What is still here? Where's it? Push it down. Oh, it's so quick to get in.
Get out of the damn arrow.
I mean, it was gone, but 6 o'clock this morning before I got off. I had a bit of a rest.
Watch out for the brutes!
It's a bit like being an addict, I suppose.
Right. Never thought I'd be that.
Yeah, well, I think I'm addicted to games. I was watching a stream on YouTube about this woman talking. I'm holding like a lecture or whatever it is about what your brain's like on video games. And she was hilarious.
See something like that.
I mean, I was listening to her talk and I thought, well, it sounds like you've got brain damage, woman.
Use a hand here.
I mean, I went on YouTube to find out the locations of well, you know, them landmarks. And it seemed I only needed to find two. There's one, I think, in the Emerald Bit, which I keep forgetting to go to, the west, called the West Bow. And the other one's something lock, which you can never find in Shadowmouth.
No one asked you.
Once I've got them two, that's the exploration thing done. Right. Oh, I forgot. I've got to wait till can't fly until this thing is turned off.
Thank you.
Here we go.
All the way in here.
Damn, the idiot can't keep their hands to themselves. Silence that thing. It's blocking our way to the monitor.
Trash hit the wall. What is that? Did I lose them all? Or have a look and see. There's the other. Hey, let's start over there. Right, here we go. Right. Bloody hell.
Door's open. Let's finish this.
Nice back.
You're too late.
You look taller. Your shoes?
It has been remade by the Anthem.
Probably something to do with that crap he's hooked up to the cenotaph.
It's not over. It's still mortal. Right? It's still mortal?
Yes.
Let's finish this.
Alright, big dude, you missed.
You said what?
I said, hey, big dude, you missed.
Right.
He's summoning meteors.
He's not as good as he thinks he is. He needs some new moves.
Some real new moves.
Right. Yeah, it's not just beating him, you gotta beat him in style, though. You gotta humiliate him. Maybe not gonna fight anymore.
Which is hilarious that in the store mode at the end, he tries to run off. I don't know what my character's doing. There we go.
Just give us some ammo.
Could use a hand here.
What are these? Oh, died.
Yeah, you gotta watch those meteors at the last part when
Well,
it transitions.
I keep forgetting about that.
What I use is once the zeros start jumping up from his hit count, then I start going towards the borders because once it's zero, then you know you can't hit him anymore.
Yeah.
You know the explosion's
Manny,
about to
he's
go
changing
off.
the storm.
It's his connection
Like-
to the senator.
So I know you guys have been playing this as long as I've been playing it. What I'm starting to do is trying to play a little cleaner, which means I'm trying not to go down at all during my matches. So I don't know if you guys, thought of that, but you guys know how all of the boards go for the most part. We shouldn't really be going down anymore. We're like OGs when it comes to this game.
Yeah.
I know, look, I don't know what it is with me. I always end up. I mean, sometimes I don't go down. It was like yesterday. The guys that I was playing with, I took him on like I think we did it on hard with him, and still quite a few Titans, because we're doing that one where we're repairing the Arcanist's machinery. Every time we switched on one of the machineries, a Titan appeared. We've got a connection problem. Not again. I've got a connection problem. Get a connection problem and I die. Oh. Yeah, my internet's perfect. There we go.
Yeah, I got a wired connection and I'm not losing sync really much anymore. It's just the game performs at such a high level on my PlayStation can't handle it.
I mean, the wire connection that I had to begin with when I first started doing internet, the company was supposed to, that was called Virgin Media,
Wow.
and it was supposed to be great company, and it was hopeless. We were always having maintenance problems and losing connection, and so I went for this. Wait a minute. So I went for Wi-Fi, and
There goes my old
always,
fucking game.
it's always connected. It's always the game, like the PlayStation or the game end of the thing that seems to be having the problem. Mine's always. I've got the thing in my bedroom, and I could be down. I can be down in the living room, and I can play on the Xbox 360 in the living room, and yeah, there we go, down again, and it works perfectly. So since I went with this company called EA, I mean, it's never been disconnected from it. They've never had any kind of problem, but the wire won't. And it's always something to do with the... Was that I'm down again? Yeah, always seems to be something to do with the game that's...
Man, I lost you.
I mean, it improved until they did that last update or something, and it started getting them pilot messages and error messages and whatever. Has he done a run it? Oh, it's still there. I'm down again, for fuck's sake. What is wrong with me today?
It cracks me up when Hulk says, for fuck's sake. Oh, boy.
I'll have to try and learn some American euphemisms.
Nah, you're good with me, bro. I understand you.
Yeah, I'll have to learn to swear the American way. Are you taking me out? There he is.
That's nice.
Funny thing is, as a rule, I'm not much of a swearer, but on this game, I seem to
The senator.
swear
Activate him to
like
another
you can.
location.
Oh, it's still. Oh. Is he taking any
The
damage?
senator.
Oh, it's finally gone.
He doesn't have
he
what
I
should
thought,
It activated him somewhere else.
I thought we were going to have that problem again. You know, where we spent, what, 10 or 15 minutes trying to get killed in the main area the other day.
So what I do here, instead of chase down the monitor, I build up my ultimate right now. I'm still fighting these elementals right now.
I already got my ult, so that's why I'm heading out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you also get gear. You get gear bonuses and weapon bonuses when fighting those elementals. Because that's why people always say fight everything, kill everything, because it's gonna all come back to you in points.
Yeah, it's just that sometimes you kind of get pushed out of, you know, if you hang around somewhere too long and others have moved, you say, you know, you're too far away from your team or something like that, and that's
I promise you, I just gotta hit 50k on this guy on a monitor with my ultimate. 50k. You say what?
I think when I get mine does something like 34 or something like that. Oh, down.
He's dead. It's over.
You sound better.
The Anthem. I let it go.
We did it! Monitor wasn't so tough after all.
Here we go. Where's Billy at? Billy! There you go. You got this one, Billy?
Not on me, but I think I could go buy it if I wanted it. I don't know if it's still selling or not.
All of that stuff will come back around. That's what they say.
True. Hey, what happened to those chests at the end? Did they get rid of those?
Yeah, the Elysian chests are done. Yeah, I collected everything. It was okay. It was just something to do. A lot of the skins, they're okay, man. They weren't all of that.
Yeah.
I'm just finishing up on my Champion of Tarsus. I got like 30 or 40k left. I'll get that this week. Yeah.
I think I've got another 24,000 of the 50,000 to do. I mean, I've still got a fair way to go on killing 50,000 outlaws, Scar or whatever they are, Dominion.
Yeah, I'm ready to start looking at houses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Billy, I'm trying to be #1 in Anthem when the leaderboards come out, man.
Really?
Yeah, bro, I've been grinding since the game came out. Let me just tell you, bro. Like, me and freaking Hawk and a couple other guys, we're on here every day faithfully, at least 5 to 7 hours plus a day.
Well, I'm normally on. I mean, I came on a bit later today, but I'm normally on for what? Well, look, 12 plus the 16 hours. So we're on at. I came on at 10 o'clock Saturday morning, and then it was 6 o'clock this morning. Well, yeah, about 6 o'clock this morning when I went off. So that's what, 12, 8 plus 18 hours.
You ain't messing around. So what are you working on, Billy, as far as your challenges?
Not much.
Well, if I can, I'll give you what I've been doing, man. So if you go to the Cortex, you probably already know about all of your challenges, right?
Some of them. I haven't taken a look at them yet.
So right now, what I did was I'm just telling you, this is my little path that I used to work on this Champion of Tarsus. I did the Challenge of Might, Challenge of Resolve, and the Challenge of Valor. When you get those done, you have a good percentage of your Champion of Tarsus done. While you're working on your Champion of Tarsus, work on your other feats, like your freelancer feat, right? That challenge, you're gonna have to use all 4 of your javelins. You're gonna have to get familiar with your weapons and your gear system. So I already did the freelancer challenge. I just did that, and I finished all of the gun challenges, all the gear challenges. The only thing, and all the exploration challenges. The only thing I didn't do yet is get the Storm and the Ranger, all of their challenges done. So that's just a little roadmap that I've been using. I'm gonna put a YouTube video together because a lot of the new people are coming in and they're like, what do I do? What do I do? So I'm gonna put a 5-minute video together just explaining the same thing I explained to you, to all of the new guys, because they're coming in and they're not having anybody that really helps them, like Hawk is saying. Well, we try to help them, but at least we can say, check out this video. This is your roadmap. This is what you need to be doing at Anthem until the Cataclysm gets here. Oh, and by the way, don't forget that, you know, you have world events that come up, like the Scar Hunt, Infestation, and all those little things.
Yeah, you got your Scar. Is it Scar Infestation and Scorpion one?
Yeah.
Scar Incursion, Scorpion Infestation.
And Billy, what I also did too, I created a community for Grand Masters, and all of us that are in the community, you have to have your platinum trophy in Anthem, which means you completed 100% of the challenges for Anthem, and that's what we're going to use as our guild. So when they come out with the guilds, we're going to have a guild full of Grand Masters, 100% completed. We're going to be one of the best guilds out there. And we need you, Billy, but you got to put in the work, man. You got to grind, but the reward should be grand.
Alright, man. One moment, let me get something.
Or you're a vampire. If you were a villain, what would you be? A vampire, living dead, like, what's his name? Armageddon? Lex Luger? What would be your villain character, Doug? You know, people have scary animals. Villain animals. I even got to think about that. It's a good villain. You know, I'd probably be like the Joker. Yeah, I'd probably be the Joker if I was a villain. I like to fuck with people. Why so serious?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you think about it, Doug. You let me know. I need a good villain name from you, buddy. All right, what you guys want to do? Oh, that's like your brothers. That's like your brothers. Yeah, that's dope. What do you guys want to work on next?
I'm happy, me. I've in this community.
Well, let me look at the dailies and see what we can do for the dailies. And then besides all of that, Billy, besides working all of that, you still have your dailies, weeklies, and monthlies to do. It's a lot to do, but it all kind of goes in line with the Champion of Tarsus. So if you work on your dailies, your weeklies, your monthlies, your challenges, your Challenger Resolve Might, your Freelancer, your might, valor, and all of that, it's all working towards the Champion of Tarsus, which everybody will get eventually if you stay with the game. But now, Billy, also, I don't know if you've seen my YouTube yet, but I got the it's called the Outlaw Loop. It shows you how to get all your outlaw kills. Say when you need 250 outlaw kills or 500, I put up the video. Now you can go in on easy through GM3 and you can get your outlaw kills. And by the way, Billy, I figured out how to get legendaries.
How?
The best way to get legendaries is to work on your legacy, which is working towards the challenge of the Champion of Tarsus. That's how you get legendaries, because you become legendary. You're not going to get legendaries until you become legendary. Becoming legendary means you're working towards a legendary's freelancer legacy, which is General Tarsus. That's why they got all this stuff in this game. That's why they want you to grind, so you can be legendary like General Tarsus and get ready for the Cataclysm. That's my spiel. I'm done talking about it. You guys can talk about whatever. Get ready for the next match. I figured it out, Billy. That's it, man. That's what they want you to do.
Well.
Yep.
Then let's do it.
My daily challenge is 3 world events.
Okay, we can go on a free play. I gotta do world events too. If Billy, if you're cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Last time I looked, it said that the daily week. I checked the daily, the weekly, and the monthly.
No, you're right. We're going to free play. I'm just salvaging right now.
Yeah. I know when I get round to it, I'm going to have to find them last 2 locations. Get that done, because that's all I need for the. On the locations, and there's 13 all. Because I went on YouTube and I don't watch this guy, and he pointed out where they all are, and that. So I wrote down all the names, and I ticked off all the ones I've got. And the only 2 I need is what's it called? Where have I put it?
Well, we can go get those, and then we can get into some world events. I mean, we can do all of that because all of that's together.
Trying to find it. Shadow Mark, it's called Shadow Lock, and Emerald Abyss, it's not Emerald Abyss. Yeah, Emerald Abyss, it's West Valve.
Okay, we'll go there. Like I said, I'm just salvaging.
I went with a couple of guys to do that Emerald Abyss, and every time I've gone there, I forgot before we went into to rescue that Guardia. I forgot about going to the West Valve.
Well, we'll head straight there then if you want to.
So I mean, whichever you want to head towards.
Alright, we're gonna try to get this free play going. Where do we need to drop in at?
There's Emerald Abyss. We need the West Valve.
Emerald Abyss is north.
Yes, and then the Shadow Mark, which it's called the Shadow Lock. I've been around that place.
Listen, we'll start at the east gate. We'll go north and then we'll go west till we get. So we'll go north to get to the Emerald Abyss, then we'll go west to get to the ruins of Shadow Mark.
Yeah. Get that, and then all I've got to work on then is the collectibles, and then once I've got all the collectibles.
And we don't have to do this on GM2 because it's just free play. We can do it on GM1.
Well,
unless you guys want GM2.
No, I'm happy with me. Like as you know, I mean, when we did that sunken cell, I mean, even though I want like up to it, we managed to take that down that big Titan on GM3. It took us a while, but perseverance.
You guys want GM1 or you guys want something different?
I'm down with GM1.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
There's still people in the community saying they're looking for people to do GM1s and like doing the final story mode. Well, I honestly don't know which is the final story mode. I mean, at one point they said it. Well, once you've defeated the monitor, that's it. That's the final mission. But it isn't, because when you come back to Fort Tarsus, Tassin takes you into that side room and points out the body of the Urgoth. So I don't know if that is something the game developers put in towards this cataclysm thing.
Hold on, say that again. What did you say?
When you come back after you've at one point, that Tassin calls you to one side and takes you into a room and points out an Urgoth. You know, one of these ancient creatures that General Tarsus fought, but she says not to mention anything. But quite a few people says that the final mission, the final like end game sort of thing, is the monitor. Once you've defeated the monitor, you've done the full game. But to my way of looking at it, it isn't the end. That isn't the end, because you've got oh no, that's just one of the acts. There's multiple acts for this game. That's just one of the acts. It's
so
like
the Cataclysm is going to be like another act. They're still working on a bunch of the stuff for the game.
I mean,
so.
this new boss, like end game boss sort of thing we're supposed to be getting. I still reckon it's the female. You know, the female. The female who was in the Legion of Dawn, but she left and she formed, like, kind of created the Dominion. Star, I think they called her. I reckon she might be one of the big bosses that we're expecting.
Oh, I tried to add Dark Prince to it to see if but he can't log on. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's nice. I just added Frank too. I don't know if Frank is coming, but I invited him. I think he's online.
I mean, that if you get the chance, I don't know if you've got Ashitashi.
I don't have Ashitashi. You'd have to send me his info. Oh, and guess what? Guess what, guys? Guess what happened yesterday? They made me a moderator. I was talking to the guy in the which community is it? Hold on. It's the Anthem. Is it the Anthem? No.
Anthem lovers?
It's the Anthem community with that weird like domino looking sign. Somehow the guy Creedzilla reached out to me.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
And he made me a moderator of that group. That group has over 8,000 people in it, and I'm a moderator now. Yeah, go look at that group. The Anthem group with the like the sign that looks like a domino, like that rectangle with the 2 squares in it. I'm a moderator of that group now. So I'm like you, Hawk, I'm moving up in the world.
A bit of power again. I didn't even know. I mean, I haven't exactly known him, but that Guamo boy Shadow, I think I was one of the first people to like come on the game.
Does he want to join in?
Oh, I don't know. He's not. I'm saying he's like the one who created this, the community that there's well over 19,000. But when he first created it, I was looking through, and I joined up and I sent him a friend invite because it said something like, you know, don't worry, I won't send you any invites. Anyway, I sent him a friend request, and I never heard from him for months, because he started it in like January or February of this year. He started the community in February. I never heard from him. Then last week he sent me a friend request, and like I didn't even know until you pointed out I was a moderator in this game because it only had one moderator as far as I knew. But yeah, I mean, I have
So I
taken
just sent him a request.
See what happens. Look, yeah, let me go off this stream because I'm watching a bit of the Dauntless one. So let me just see. What's the name of that one?
So I don't know if anybody else is gonna join in, so we can go if you guys are ready.
I mean, I read it up.
Let me invite him to the chat.
Yeah, I can't find that community just said. I'll have a proper look later. It's just I've got teams that I don't know why, but on my phone I've got like kind of different communities to the one I've got on the PlayStation. I think I managed to get the one that Anthem lovers on the PlayStation. Let's just check.
I'm just waiting for this guy to respond. If he doesn't respond, we'll just go. I'll give him a second. It's Frank Hawk. You remember Frank?
Yeah, Frank, yeah.